Hi, this is Cliff and Matt. We're going to show you today, this afternoon. Don't forget, look at my cool hat. Look at my cool hat now. All right.
It is cool.
Anyway, we're going to do Schlumbergeras. I don't pronounce it exactly right. I try, but it's just a real long word for Christmas cactus or holiday cactus, or even be called Easter cactus. It comes in many different colors. I've got some here that I'm going to show you how to pot up. This particular one is Lavusivi. What was it again?
Le Vesuve.
Le Vesuve. It's a German name as far as I'm concerned, but it's a really pretty one. We've got about a 5-foot plant of it. I'm going to show you the basics on how to plant it up in a 4-inch pot. And here's your 4-inch pot. Just everybody's got these. You can get these at any local nursery. And you're going to put a name tag on it so you don't forget the name of the plant you're going to be potting. Because if you lose the name, you don't know what you got anymore. And you can't give it to your friends. Okay, anyway, here's some cuttings I took off of one of our larger plants. And this, notice this has some flowers still on it. This plant is just a really good grower. And you don't get a cutting as big as this, but you're going to get a cutting approximately, I'll show you the size. Let's see here. It's more than this. This is, we're going to send you something about this size right here. Okay? And you're going to have about segments. You're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, and sometimes 5. You get sometimes 5 segments, and your cutting's going to look like about this size right here. Anyway, this is the last one we've got blooming this year. It's February 1st or 2nd right now, and the other one's already done blooming. Okay, and now the segments can be cut in different areas. Let me put it back on here for you. Also, don't forget, if you get a cutting with a flower on it, take it off. Any cuttings, if you guys can see this, take all your flowers off and just discard them when you're going to try to replant. Even take off these real little ones. See that right there? Because when you're trying to repot a epiphyllum and or these are Christmas cactus, and you leave the buds on there, that tends to take away the growth to get some roots growing in the pot for yourself. Because you don't want any growth for blooms right now. Okay, so you're going to get a cutting about that size. Okay. And they're going to vary in all different shapes and sizes, especially each one of these segments that we grow. Okay, hang on a second. Put these over here. Okay. We need a little bit of potting soil. We sell that for sure. And I usually pot it. Oh, you can barely see here. I'll show you. You want to leave it down about 1 inch from the top in loose soil. 1 inch from the top, loose soil. And I pack it down a little bit like that. Make sure you've got holes in the bottom. Very crucial you have holes in the bottom. Okay. I'm going to show you how we cut these cuttings. When you get your cuttings, you're going to cut segments, about this long. I don't always use scissors, because sometimes I just like to break and snap them, like that. So that would be one cutting, right there. Oh, you can get 2 out of that, actually. 1, 2, 3. You guys can see these. 4. Probably going to end up getting 5 total when you purchase your cutting. Okay, there's your segments, and you obviously want to plant the end that you cut off, not the tips. Don't plant the tips. Don't plant it that way. Always plant it this way. Okay, and you're going to plant it roughly. Best way to describe this. I can mark it for you guys. Each cutting, you're going to stick in the soil about 1 inch deep, right about 1 inch. You can leave these rabbit ears on there too, but that's just how we would plant it. And you just go ahead. Hope you guys can see it. Tilt this a little bit. Like I said, that deep, 1 inch into the soil itself. Just push it in. Sometimes you have to move the soil around a little bit to get through the medium. In the medium. Another fancy word for soil. Okay, rooting medium. Okay. It won't take too long to put it in here either. Okay, so this one's pretty much set right there, and you've got five segments that are planted in this 4-inch pot. Now watering, I would definitely go ahead and water this as soon as you get your cuttings. Go ahead and plant them immediately as soon as you can, and plant them and water them in, and leave them in a cool, dry place, not out in the sun. They like a lot of shade, even after they get growing larger. Okay, I'm gonna put a label on this real quick so you guys can see. Okay, and the date. It won't hurt to put the date on it when you plant it. What's the date? Is
3rd.
2/3/2010. Okay. So you stick your label in there on the side. Doesn't matter which kind of label you use, just as long as you label it so you know what it is. And then you can talk about it and either show your friends, well, I've got lavasuvia, or I've got Christmas cactus. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to show you the next step. I told you about watering, very important. Don't let it dry out. And shade is very important, especially when you're first trying to get it started. And in order to get a plant a little bit larger, I'll show you the next size up. This is just planted. That's what we're showing you today, is how to plant the Christmas cactus, holiday cactus, Easter cactus, Schlumbergera, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, those are all the names for it, though. Okay. The next step up after this is just been planted. Obviously, I just showed you that. The next step up would be this size. Okay, this growth is about 6 months old, right around here. This one's about 6 months old. We were using round pots when we were planting these the last time, but that's just planted, and that's about 6 months, maybe 8, depending on location of where you live. Definitely no frost. They hate frost. You'll kill it dead or doornail. Sunny window would be good if you're in Virginia or Germany. You need to have a lot of light to it. Okay, but not too much. And then after this one here is about a year old, maybe a year to a month. You know, they grow. Sometimes people grow them really fast, and some people can they grow slower. So it depends on the location of where you are and your lighting, and you gotta keep it watered. It's got to be moist all the time. The plant loves to be moist all the time when you're growing it. What else are we going to talk about? So, I think that's about it for the Schlumbergera. I'm going to turn around and see the name on this one. Like that.
Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you. Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama. Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go? Jamaica, off the Florida Keys. There's a place called Kokomo. That's where you wanna go to get away from it all. Bodies in the sand, tropical drink melting in your hand. We'll be falling in love to the rhythm of a steel drum band. Down in Kokomo, Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you to Bermuda, Bahama. Come on, pretty mama, Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go down to Kokomo? We'll get there fast and then we'll take it slow. That's where we wanna go. We gotta go, Martinique, that Montserrat mystique. We'll put out to sea, and we'll perfect our chemistry. By and by